Okay, next question. Your films often require viewers to actively fill in the gaps by intentionally withholding explanation. What kind of active viewing experience are you aiming to create? How did you build your approach of saying more by saying less in terms of structure and direction? So I think that one of the big proponents of this style that has been pervasive throughout all my films has a lot to do with my writing partner, and this is on structure and screenwriting. My writing partner, Eric Berger, when we first started to collaborate to do 𝙒𝙗𝙖𝙩, was a huge proponent of withholding information, of keeping it under the surface, the iceberg being far smaller than what it lies beneath. And in this case, in Christmas Eve Miller's Point, or I guess we're not just talking about that one film, but there's a lot of backstory done, like a ton of backstory done that was just never even shared with the actors even. It was a really loading a sense of reality that we will only perceive fragments of, in a way to alienate us. But if I'm not trying to aim for a viewing experience when I do that. Like, I don't have a hope that this will be achieved. I think that what mostly is the case between Eric and I's intention with withholding is not to create something, but to preserve something. For example, I feel like cinema is the act of proposing reality. This is the reality. And when characters in films do or say things that are not real to them, for the convenience of the storytelling and for the service of the storytelling, I think you actually rupture the reality. You defy and you betray something that is true when you have a character say something that is false. It's pretty obvious when you put it that way, I think, but I think we come from such an artificial mode of storytelling where exposition is taken as reality, but now cinema has moved so far past that. We are so into a realistic age that I think it's to really preserve the purity of the reality of the piece that we're giving.